My dad always says to me that if I can't get my point across without swearing like an idiot, that I shouldn't bother trying to get my point across at all. But my dad also didn't try and pre-order the Eeveelutions set yesterday. So Dad, I'm going to give it a crack, but no promises. So yesterday at 10 a.m. Japan time, pre-orders opened up at the Pokemon Center Japan online store for the Eeveelutions set, the Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes, and the Eevee Heroes VMAX Special Set. Now, like you, I was camping out well and truly before 10 a.m. trying to get ready for everything. And like you, when pre-orders opened, I completely whiffed on everything. For about 10-15 minutes after pre-orders opened, everyone was collectively trying to get that Eeveelutions set into their cart, hit buy. I hit buy a few times, and for a fleeting moment, I thought, hey, I've actually done this. But lo and behold, it went out of stock, and yeah, I couldn't get anything. After that, I think people were trying to get the VMAX Special Set, which was again 1 per person. Couldn't get that either. And Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes, which were 2 per person. And again, I failed there too. So it was an absolute disaster. For about an hour or two, you couldn't use the website. It was basically impossible to get anywhere to navigate it at all. It was so bad that Yahoo News actually reported it as an article saying that pre-orders had opened for the Eevee Heroes set, but nobody could get onto the site and the site had gone down. Shortly after, Ponyta and Onagiri Nana, who are the face of the Pokemon card channel, tweeted each saying that while they weren't personally responsible and they couldn't really do a whole lot for the situation, they were going to do everything they could as, big fans to help people and to basically say, we hear you and we're going to try and do something to help rectify the situation. A big reason for them coming out and saying that was because a lot of users on Japanese Twitter were really, really pissed off, rightfully so, because they couldn't even check out either. They were hanging out for this release. Again, this is a domestic release, and I've said this before. They couldn't even get it either. So Japanese Twitter was really, really pissed off, rightfully so. And yeah, a lot of international fans like myself and you guys also couldn't get anything. I was having a big old sook on Twitter too. Basically what happened is that the whole thing got botted by English bot groups and Japanese bot groups, and once everything had sold out, it was like a matter of hours before everything was up on Mercari and Yahoo Japan for 40 to 50,000 yen. The price is probably still rising as I speak. So basically, it got botted. A lot of people were trying to access it at once and the site crashed and it got botted. So this was an inevitability basically because Pokemon Center Japan decided to go with first come, first serve, instead of going with a lottery system like they did with the Melanie set. The Melanie set being the set that came out last month with Jet Black Poltergeist and Silver Lance. Now, why they went first come, first serve, I don't really know. I think it was maybe to level the playing field for LGSs in Japan so that, it wasn't just limited to the Pokemon Center and that everybody kind of had a shot at it. But all it did by making everybody aware when the pre-orders were going to go live, the 7th of May at 10 a.m. Japan time, was basically put a big red marker around the website and say, hey, resellers, come on in at this time and yeah, you'll be able to buy as much of it as you want if you got a bot. So basically, I don't think any real collectors, or I think very, very few collectors, I should say, managed to get a hold of product. One Lay at Twitter put a poll out, and I think about 500 people responded, and it looks like 83% of people that voted got nothing at all. So Twan is pretty active in the Japanese Pokemon card community. 83% of the people that follow him that voted got nothing. I put out a poll last night before I went to sleep. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this video this morning. I think 92% of you out of 300 votes said you got nothing. So there's a big, big disparity of people that got nothing compared to people that did. I do know personally some people that did manage to get orders in, which is great. I do love to hear when collectors who are genuinely excited about this product manage to get pre-orders in. But for the most part, I think it was maybe 5 to 8 people out of, about 100, 200 of us in the Discord that were trying to get it at the time, managed to get it. Honestly, it's not a very good look for Pokemon Japan. The reason being is they have come out and publicly said that they want to make a very, very big push for the trading card game in Japan this year. They want to expand on the popularity. It's super popular over in Japan at the moment. A lot of international collectors have got eyes on the Japanese cards as well. And they've come out and said, yeah, we want to sell as much of this as we possibly can. And so for one of your most anticipated sets so far for the year to go out of stock within 20 minutes, get completely mopped up by botters and have your website crash, it's not a very good look, They don't owe us anything. This is just a Pokemon trading card game, but they kind of owe it to themselves if they do want to promote the product and get people buying it, to make sure that, it can actually get in the hands of genuine players domestically in Japan and collectors around the world, because there's a lot of interest in the Pokemon trading card game right now. The best thing to come out of yesterday was that Pokemon Japan did announce that pre-orders would open up again for the Eeveelutions set, Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes and the Eevee Heroes VMAX special set via a lottery system. Now, I will talk about how I think the lottery system is going to get set up in a little bit, but before I do that, I've got to talk about the S word. Now, before I talk about the S word, I have to clarify something straight up with you guys, right? Identifying an issue and talking about it isn't whinging, right? Because the crux of humanity and civilization is identifying issues and problems and then talking about them, discussing them, and then formulating solutions to solve them, right? So the issue with scalpers, right? It's been plaguing the hobby for the last few months, and you know, it frustrates me, right? It does piss me off, right? But talking about it and not doing anything doesn't get us anywhere, right? Saying, oh, scalpers suck, you know, I blame scalpers, right? It doesn't get us anywhere because talk is cheap, right? The only thing that does actually get us anywhere is action, right? Taking action, right? And I kind of spoke about this in my last video when I, you know, complained about scalpers and how it was an issue and spoke about how we have to take action, right? The action we've got to take here. Well, first we've got to identify why scalping is an issue. Well, scalping is an issue. It's been around, you know, anytime there's limited product, right? There's always going to be scalpers. It's been like this for concert tickets, I don't know, maybe vinyl records in the 70s, who knows, right? As long as something's been limited and coveted, right? People have seen opportunity because people are greedy and said, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna buy that and sell it again. People are gonna say, oh, that's capitalism, right? I'm not gonna get into discussion about socialism, capitalism on this channel. Eventually I probably will, but what I'm trying to say is that scalping has been around for basically forever, right? The reason, right, it's been around, right, is because of human behavior regarding products. Now, with the Eeveelutions Set and Eevee Heroes, right, a lot of us are very excited. I'm very excited, right? I've spoken about it at length. I'm very excited about this product. I can't wait to get it in my hands, right? But that's just my surface level excitement, right? And when I make videos and I talk to you guys about it, I just say, hey, I'm excited, you know? I am genuinely looking forward to buying this product. And then I present you the information and I explain to you like how to go buy it, how to pre-order it and whatever. And I just basically break down what's in the product, right? I present the information to you so that you, the viewer, can then go and make a decision informed, right? Because information is power, right? What I don't do, right? And what I don't do and what I will never do is hype things up for no reason, right? If I'm not excited about it, I'm not gonna get excited about it for you. I'm not gonna make you excited about it either. I'm just gonna say I'm excited about it or I'm not, right? But what other YouTubers do, right? And I'm not gonna name them, right? But you know who they are, right? You know who they are. And if you're watching it, you know who you are, right? Other YouTubers, they artificially, you know, hype this thing up. When they're saying in their videos that, you know, this is going to be a great investment opportunity, right? And suggesting to the viewer that, yeah, this is going to be, it's going to have great potential based on nothing, right? They're just figuratively talking, right? And encouraging people to get on it early and buy it now while it's, you know, 500 USD, 600 USD on eBay, right? All they're doing is exacerbating this issue with the scalpers because the scalpers, right, resellers are seeing these videos and going, there's a load of FOMO here. I am going to capitalize on this, right? And you know, good on them for identifying it. I'm not encouraging what they're doing, but I'm saying, yeah, they've wisened up to what's happening and they're basically capitalizing on what other YouTubers are doing, right? Like I said, I don't hype things up for no reason, but when you've got people making videos and saying like, I foresee the Eeveelutions set to be worth 1,000 USD, 2,000 USD in 3 to 5 years, or others saying that, you know, if you don't buy it now, you're going to miss out altogether. And, you know, buying it at 500 USD is a bargain, right? What that is doing is basically saying, hey, you've gone to go pre-order it at the recommended retail price of 11,330 yen. You've missed out, right? Okay, well, you're still super hyped. You're still super excited. Go and buy it now on eBay for 500 USD. And that's what it is. It's this FOMO. It's this FOMO mentality that's making people just irrational, right? When you think about it, if you miss out, right? If you miss out, you miss out. You don't get it. You just move on. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments saying, oh, the only reason you're making this video is because you whiffed on it and you're mad. I'm not even mad, right? I would have made this video even if I got a pre-order in. On God, no shot. I would have made this video irrespective of whether I managed to get a pre-order yesterday because it genuinely frustrates me seeing people miss out, seeing people get upset. I saw it all over my Twitter timeline. I saw it in the Discord. I see it in my Twitch chat. People are very upset that they miss out. And these are genuine collectors, right? That just like to collect cards, right? And just like to have fun collecting cards and trading them with friends. So I would have made this video irrespective of that, because this is a gigantic issue and it needs to be discussed. I have spoken at length about how I think it's very important that international customers don't take product basically away from the domestic market, because Japanese Pokemon cards are a very big niche when you look at it globally. They only are sold to Japanese audiences. So when you've got international customers coming in and taking up all domestic stock, it creates very big problems for the Japanese Pokemon card community. Now, there are a lot of big YouTubers and a lot of up and coming YouTubers that fail to get pre-orders in. I've seen their videos, I've seen their tweets. There was Pokemonia, Rinko, Raibarori, and Damaura-san. They all missed out on getting the Eeveelutions set, and they might get it down the line, but they've missed out on getting it now. They've expressed the disappointment with it being first come, first serve. A lot of them do want to see it be a lottery system, which I totally agree with. But when you've got English YouTubers creating this irrational sense of hype that, you know, this is like the next investment in Pokemon cards that you have to get and buy it now and don't wait and be super excited. When they're making these videos, right, just to get clicks, just to get you watching, they're lulling you into a false sense of security and belief that they know what they're talking about. And I can tell you right now, they have no idea what they're talking about, because all they do is go and look at eBay US last sold. If you even watch their videos, right, they say this in their videos. How can somebody who uses eBay last sold, eBay US last sold, as an indicator for the market, proclaim to know what they're talking about for Japanese Pokemon cards? eBay US last sold. These are Japanese Pokemon cards, right? You need to be having your ear close to the ground in the Japanese market and the Japanese level, not looking at US last sold price history. It baffles me that people think these people know what these YouTubers know what they're talking about, right? Personally, it just baffles me. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that you can't keep getting led astray by these channels that, you know, are trying to hype you up and build you up into this, get you into this sense of like a huge, immense FOMO, right? So to the point that when you miss out on the pre-order yesterday, right, that your next step is to go and buy it on eBay for 500, 600, 700 USD. It's not the solution, and it only serves to exacerbate the issue, because like I said, it just feeds right into the reseller's hands. Now I know for fact, I should say, based on what I've seen on Twitter, right, it looks like that a lot of bot groups managed to get stock, and they're gonna resell it over here in the Japanese market. A lot of resellers got it, and they're gonna put on Mercari. We've already seen it on Mercari and Yahoo Japan for, like I said, 40 to 50,000 yen. But it's just playing into their hands by you getting so panicked that you then got to go and buy it on the secondary market. It's just exacerbating the issue. That's why I'm saying action will change things. By you and I just saying, oh, I missed out, whatever, I'll try the lottery, whatever, right? Basically, those scalpers, those resellers have got nobody else to sell to. And while they still may sell a few, and they may sell it cheaper than what they may have exorbitantly sold it for, they'll get bored. They'll move on to something else. I've seen it across every hobby I've enjoyed my entire life. Scalpers come and go in waves through hobbies, and they change their mind and they move on to the next one. So at the moment it's trading cards, right? It'll be something else, but like I said, action. We can change how resellers, I don't know, frame their business models or whatever, right? By just not buying it from them. By just saying, no, I refuse. I'm gonna move on and just not buy it from you and just miss out. So where do we go from here? Like I said, Pokemon Japan have announced that they will be offering pre-orders for the Eeveelutions Set, the Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes, and the Eevee Heroes VMAX Special Set via a lottery system at the Pokemon Center Japan online website. Now, what is a lottery system and how does it work? Basically, with the lottery system, you enter the lottery for whichever item it is that you want to pre-order, you pay up front and then you wait. The entry times for the lottery is about 7 days, and then 2 to 3 weeks after the entries close, the winners get selected. Now, if you win, you get an email saying you've won, and then your order gets fulfilled, it gets dispatched, and you get it. That's awesome. If you lose, your money gets refunded. You don't get an email, your money just gets refunded, and you don't get the product. Now, when it comes to the Eeveelutions Set, this is going to be the second time they're offering it for pre-order, right? I think they're going to offer it a third time. And the reason why I say that is because at the start of the year, Pokemon Japan did come out and say that they're going to try and get these very popular products that people like such as the Kanazawa Memorial Set, the Shiny Star V Nessa box, into the hands of players. They do apologize for the stock shortages, and they're going to try to make sure that those items and items like those are stocked throughout the year. So they do want these products in the hands of collectors, and I think they're going to do everything they can to make sure that they do get in the hands of collectors. That means maybe a few waves. Now, that's just pure conjecture. That's just something that I think. It might not be the case, but I think they'll give it 3. Anything after that, like I said, these are special limited sets, so they are meant to be limited, but the Eevee set, the Eeveelutions set, should get another one. The Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes, totally different story. Those boxes are going to be available for as long as those cards are in regulation play, part of standard format. Basically, 1, 2, 3 years, probably, you'll be able to buy these boxes. These aren't high-class packs, they're just regular strengthening expansions. You're going to be able to get Eevee Heroes Booster Boxes throughout the years, so there's no point panicking and just buying them now for these super inflated prices. You're going to be able to get your hands on them. The VMAX special set is a totally different story. That's generally a limited item. The last VMAX special set came out last year. It was kind of hard to get. It hasn't really come into stock that often. But this one's kind of weird because it's got a really playable card in it. It's got the Jolteon VMAX that a lot of players want to pop into decks, but you've only got a 1 in 4 chance of getting that Jolteon VMAX from the VMAX promo pack. So it's very strange that a card that is probably going to see a lot of play is going to be really difficult to get. For that reason, I think the VMAX special set probably will be readily available. It should, at least. It would be very peculiar and strange if you can't get that Jolteon VMAX easily. They really shouldn't have made such a good playable card locked behind a promo pack, but they've gone and done that. So hopefully when it comes out in English, it's going to be a bit easier to get a hold of. This doesn't really affect us as collectors, but Japanese players are kind of a little bit miffed about it. So VMAX special set, yeah, who knows what's going to happen with that, but it should theoretically come back into stock sometime. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. As I always say, go and follow me at twitch.tv/okjlove. Till next time, peace out.